Alright, and welcome back everybody to Banner Saga 2. I'm gonna see if it's possible to complete this game today. If not, that's fine. We'll see what happens. I have no idea how much longer the game is, but it seems like it's drawing up to a close. Like the last game, you could tell that it was drawing to a close. So, hello. The moon, her spirit, the stars in her eyes. Aleo says, plucking a few strings of his instrument, Lauga. I think that's Lauga. The god of beauty and of, well, of things that happen in the night. The scald smiles. The gods may be dead, but my wife still prays to Luga. I'm thankful for her piety. Lower that down a bit. Yeah, we need to get going though.
Finally.
There we go.
We made it. But why are so many camped outside the walls? They must have seen the darkness approaching.
Wind ripples across tents, which multiply the closer you get to Arborang. Dung litters the path, and it is clearly not all from Yoks. Rattling coughs mix with the raucous laughter. Small fights break out for no apparent reason. Curious eyes grow wide as they spot the Varl and Horseborn. Mothers grab their children, men their weapons. Governor Rugga and Dagger step away from the caravan without warning. He seems familiar with a few of the men who have gathered around and is soon sharing drink stories and disgusted looks at the Horseborn. A little loud. Various clan banners snap in the wind. You recognize the heraldry as Carlushus from Alio's tale, and Strand's banner from the previous talks with Ubin. There are even a few Cragsman banners by their muddy appearance. You also notice a division between each clan. There's no mixing or unity. Fucking stupid. I'll push ahead, Prince Luden says. My father will want to see me and I'll be able to find out exactly what is going on here. Yrsa and a few fighters escort him through the crowds towards the walls. Shit. Old Atakin's people are here. You hear a woman from your caravan shout, I have to check on him. Others are finding familiar clans and kin as well as slowly drifting from your banner. We stay together until we're behind Arborang's wall. The straying clansmen stop and look around to see what others are doing and how those saved took flight. Aleo sings, leaving the pack like filthy scavengers instead of wolves. The fear of being remembered this way in song is enough to move them back in line. Yes. Where the crowd is most dense in volume and numbers, the caravan comes to a stop. Ahead of you, you notice a sharp line where the tents and people stop. The ground beyond is pinned with arrows and not much else. A few hundred yards of empty space between these people and Arborang's wall. Oh wow, what the fuck? That's kind of fucked up. What is this, you ask, confused by all you are taking in? That's the peaceful bit, an old fighter says near you. He looks the type who has seen enough things to lack enthusiasm for much of anything. The king's men can't kill us from the walls and we can't kill them from here. But what's caused the fighting? you ask. The man smiles, his face unaccustomed to the action. Come on, Sunderslayer. It's the same damn thing that causes every fight. They've got something we want. King's got food and protective walls. We're starving with our asses facing that rolling darkness. His words deal you a heavy blow. So our Barang's at war. The man laughs a wicked laugh. That's putting it lightly. From what I can tell, this is the rest of our kind. You brought the last of the Varl and even dragged some worthless horseborn. This fight's for survival. Winner lives, loser's gone forever. He laughs. His laugh turns to hysteria and you leave unsettled. Well, fuck. Holy shit. Place is fucking big. The yaks are tended and tents aligned as best as possible. Some are repairing their armor, others look anxious to talk to various clans. The Varl King's eyes scan the field as he approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, he says, but we'd better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. These other clans could form a mob and discover we have food. What food? We have 1 day's worth of supplies. Seeing all the hungry eyes around you, you agree. We've got an issue, Odleaf says. I don't know why, but the other clans don't like the Horseborn, or Varl for that matter. They're starting trouble and I'm going to stop it. Alright, go with Odleaf. Skathak has his weapon drawn and a few Varl are standing near him with shields up. Humans in growing number are hurling every soft sort of curse at them. What's the problem here? The problem is you brought a bunch of animals with you, and you don't have them tied up properly, the man shouts. The fighters around him laugh, bark, and whip ropes in the air. You hear the Varl growling. Before you can calm the situation, the man says the little girl and her pets need a lesson, don't they? The fighters roar and charge you. Of course they do. Fucking dickheads. Dickhead-ass motherfuckers. Goodbye. Die! Okay, how about this? And then I'm gonna take you out. Hey, fuck you. Woo! Fucked him up. The fighters fall and others nod their approval of you defending your clan. You're tired and irritated as you shuffle back to the front of the caravan. As soon as you find a stump on which to sit, you spot Rugga coming towards you. Backed by Dogger and nearly 50 fighters, everyone watches out of curiosity more than concern. I've discovered what these battle lines are all about, Rugga says. The king shut his people out. These clans are here to see that he feeds and protects his people as he's supposed to, and they've chose me to lead that cause. He laughs your incredulous look. I'm just as surprised, but I need to talk to you in private. You nod, and the two in her large tent empty. The tent flaps close, leaving you and Rugga alone, both armed. This is insane, isn't it? Can you believe what's happening here? I'm not clear on what is happening here. I wasn't making stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut all of us out. It started a few months ago when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. Once the wealthy families were all pulled inside the walls, he shut the gates. The only thing he's said is that he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archers fire on anyone who gets close. So you plan to break down his walls? That's the last thing I want to do. We need those walls to stop the dredge or whatever else is coming behind him. But if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the menders can repair any damage. There might be ways past these first few walls, but that black wall? The governor shakes his head. That's what the upcoming battle aims to find out. You want to go to war to ask the king a question? No, I want to go to war to make the king answer a few questions. Like, why do he leave his people outside the walls to starve? Wait, how'd you come to lead this? Borisgard was the largest human town next to the capital. You don't become governor of a place like that without certain skills and powerful friends. And what are those certain skills? The governor just smiles. Probably. I officially meet with the king in a few hours to either come to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you're invited too. The mighty Sunder Slayer and army. If so, make your decision carefully. His tone is not exactly threatening, not exactly. You move the tent flaps and both of you open them simultaneously so that no fight breaks out. The former cragsman is trying to lure something out of a hole with a small piece of dried meat on a string. He leaves it dangling by his side while standing to talk. It looks like you're keeping busy. I'm playing Fox and Hare with a Vole. Do you think foxes ever played Triggervy in the Vole? No. Triggervy looks disappointed. Do you have any ideas how to keep the two groups from killing each other? Any powders or relics or crazy schemes? He reaches into his tunic and grabs something, pauses, releases whatever it is, and then shakes his head. People kill each other every day. Just enjoy the show. But if it comes to war, I don't think either side will leave us out of it. Triggervy thinks about what you're saying, tapping his fingernail against his teeth. He looks at his finger, then sneers and spits. Killing kings requires a lot of lives. It's just as easy to kill clansmen instead. Either way, some will praise you and others will throw dung at your face. Or, you could collect all the dung in a giant hill, stand on top of it, and be your own king. As you watch him crouch back down into the hole, you wonder what possessed you to speak to him. He's always got good advice. Mating tent. Let's talk to Alial. The Skald is tying a dyed strip of cloth into his daughter's hair but sends her off to play as you near. We've all come this way for a war. With luck, I might change their minds. And be the reed that would stop the wind. You've got a lyric for every moment, don't you? Of course. Plenty of us have been in similar situations and written about it. We only think our lives are unique. And if peace is not an option, is there a skald song for that? Plenty, but I'll tell you what I'd do. Save the families who can't save themselves. I can't imagine if my wife and children were left out here. Like they don't deserve the same protection as others. Let's talk to this motherfucker. Bitch. Skathak and Deirdre paced nervously, keeping their distance from humans, Varl, and other horseborn. Roic patrols around the two a short distance away, nodding to you briefly. Is everything okay? Many mans, more than we know live. You stop to look around at the thousands of tents in the field and hundreds of homes beyond the capital's wall. I'm from a small village. I'm not used to seeing this many people either. Maybe herd too big. So many mouths hungry. If some dead, more easy feed herd. Skathak stomps the ground and says a few shrill notes to Deirdre before turning to you. Deirdre forgets we are not of same thinking with mans. If you think big herd is right, we will think big herd is right. What do you think is right, Skathak? The male horseborn looks up at Arbering for a few moments while swishing his tail in thought. I think big herd kick each other in small fields. He points to Arbering. Small fields behind walls. Let's go to the training tent. Before you head towards the large tent, Olive stops you. Are you certain you're ready for what could happen out there? Her worried look is infectious. The king may be a decent man, but I doubt he's kept his throne by following the rules. Goddamn. Need new headphones. I'm prepared for what the king has to say. I'm glad to hear the confidence in your voice, Odleaf says. Just be careful. I'll be back here with the rest of the clan if you need me. You smile and make your way past the line of clansmen marking the boundary of the peaceful bit. I'm definitely not comfortable with losing Hakon. The voices coming from under the tent are loud and animated. Best we could. You've done well. I never thought I'd see my son again. Well, we've all had easier journeys. The king's cheerful mood lessens. He is about to say something when he sees you approaching. Who's this? Greetings, King Meinhof. My name is Alette from Saga. Luden steps forward. Father, this is Sunderslayer I told you about. King Meinhof glances at you and sighs. Son, you can introduce your pretty country girl later. You and Luden both turn red, but you temper your anger as the king addresses Hakon. It pains me to hear you've lost so many of your hardy warriors, Hakon, but tell me, where's Gerunder Kinder, Wagner? Wagner died protecting your son. I was Wagner's Kinder. With Gerunder's death at Einertoft, I am king of the few remaining Varl. The king says nothing, contemplating the news. Your walls are the last hope for my people. No sense denying it. I understand, and of course you'll have refuge here. The least I can do is do for bringing your son back alive. It'll be tight, but I'm sure we can find a place for you. King Meinhof, Alette here is much responsible for the prince's safe return. She has quite a few clansmen. Careful, Varl King. This is a human capital, and my generosity is already stretched thin. Hakon looks at you and shrugs. Tell me, girl, why are you leading an entire caravan of humans and horseborn? Why didn't one of the men take point? The clans trusted my father and learned to trust me. All of them? No, some didn't like it, but some people didn't like my dad either. King Minof watches you for a moment before chuckling. That's a valuable lesson learned. The sooner you realize you can't please everyone, the sooner you can get to doing something worthwhile. And unfortunately, it doesn't change how many Arborang can support. Only now do you see Rugga, Dogger, and 24 fighters approaching. The Kingsguard looks concerned. Rugga. Meinolf. I should have killed you when I had the chance. You tried, remember? I wonder why he tried to kill him. Did the Sunderslayer convince you to open the gates to your people? You will never enter my gates again. I'd hoped you died in Borisgard. How is it you've come to speak for all of these clans? The people you've turned your back on seems they need a leader they could trust. Again, how have you come to speak for them? Did you fool them like the people of that rotten town you governed? The only fool here is the outnumbered king believing he still has a say in what happens now. Don't make us breach your walls. We'll just have to repair them once we're inside. Point out the approaching darkness. I doubt either of you will be in charge of anything when the darkness washes over us. I've got the Volk and the Menders sing to the inside. They'll come up with something. And even if they fail, I'll still be able to watch this bastard fall to the darkness from my walls. There's the true heart of the Meinolf I know. Look at your people out there, our people. They need food, clean water, not that poison in the river. They need protection. You cannot allow the king to keep us from safety after all this way. She doesn't have to. I'll find a place for the people under your banner, Alette. A place inside the walls, alongside the Varl. A place this Fane man will never be allowed again. That's enough. Both of you are bickering like children instead of leaders. And you, Giant, joining this king after all we did to keep your people alive. Traitor. Hakon growls and flexes the grip on his axe. All parties look angry and tense, and then they look at you. My banner, my people are my only concern. Good, I'm granting you and your people even those horseborn into my walls, but move quickly. I thought I taught you better, Let. This is how you play the game? I don't play no games, bitch. You shady-ass motherfucker. That was weird. Rugga blows 3 quick bursts into the war horn. You look back and are shocked to see an ambush on your caravan. With no defenses built, your tents quickly go up in flames. Human and Varl burning. Wow, what the fuck? Without warning, Rugga pulls his cloak pinned dagger and lunges at King Meinolf, who shifts slightly, the blade only piercing his side. Before anyone can react, Rugga slinks behind his fighters who are charging you. Hakon and King Meinolf. Everyone to the walls, you shout, protect the king and the Varl. Hakon nods his appreciation just before the clamor of war envelops both of you. Little bitches. Ambush Meinolf, we're surrounded. Just a flesh wound, though I feel odd. Depths take Rugga. Rally the troops. Gotcha, bitch. Goodbye. Goodbye, bitch. Gotcha. Looks like a dick. Gotcha. Man, I'm doing all kinds of damage. Damn. Hitting everybody. Damn. Yes. $26 for now. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. Oh, God. King Minoff regains his footing and falls back towards Arborang's walls as his force rush past him and into the fray. You wave the banner of Saga, your clansmen surround you. To the gates, you shout over the clash of axes and hammers on shields. By the time your caravan is inside Arborang's outer wall, the gate is mostly compromised. Rugga's forces are on your heels and they brought bears. Cut them off or they'll overrun us, shouts King Minoff before wincing and grabbing at his side. Rugga stabbed him. I want archers behind those barricades. Oleaf and your other archers find protected positions and more arrows are laid at their feet. She nods to you and the battle begins. Ooh, hello. Sweet, so all my archers are back there. He probably did poison you. Kill the king! Damn! Fucked his ass up! Hello, Mr. Bear. How you doing today? Oh, shit. Got your armor, bitch. Got your bear armor. Oh, damn. Well, that got fucked. Damn it. Fuck you! You fucking bitch! Fuck you! Fuck everything you fucking stand for, you cunt! Fucking asshole. Oh, fuck you. Reinforced gate slams shut behind you while archers on the wall deliver death to those outside attempting to approach. Brave fighting out there, but you should. King Minoff is panting and bracing himself on a knee while grabbing his side where Rugga stabbed him. But you should know there is no plan for weathering the storm. His hand gestures to a great many things before he gasps and falls to the ground. Menders arrive and take him away. The closed gates, the stench of death, all of it threatens to turn your stomach and make you sick. I'm glad we're still alive through all of this, but I know. We fought so hard to get here, for what? Even making it inside Arborang's walls feels hollow now. It wasn't supposed to be like this. We were going to save everybody. At least Hakon and the Varl are still with us. Odalif's eyes look as empty as you feel as she slowly glances around. What now? Now I'd really like to find a place to fall asleep and wake up to discover this was all a bad dream. Odalif nods her agreement. But we've got to prepare for Rugga's retaliation. He'll keep trying to get in. And then there's the darkness. Juno said we have to hold out until they finish what they set out to do. But how are we supposed to know when they finish? She said to hold on until the darkness breaks. They're gonna stop that darkness themselves? They're gonna try. And we're going to try to stay alive until they do. Olaf seems to take strength from her resolve. She takes a deep breath and her eyes focus on a man running towards you. Alette, the man yells, then gets close. You recognize him as one of your scouts. It's Tolier. He whispers, they're dead, every one of them. Hoofprints all over the place too. His words hit you and you scan the crowd. Unlike the other fighters who are now resting, Canary and her horseborn are standing in armed ranks. They all look out of place yet confident. You even think you see their leader smiling. What? Did that bitch just kill everybody? Manaha. Oh yeah, it's that fucking tower. It's that place they were at before. I remember. Okay, give me a stopping point, please. It did not need to come to this. You killed her. Stop this, Avon. That's enough. What the fuck? Alright, everybody, that's going to do it here for today. Hope you enjoyed watching, and jump up for the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with your friends if you enjoy it. It really helps me out. But yeah, I'll see ya.